Hey guys, I literally just got off the PMP doing the NFL divisional round predictions and the wild card recap. Um, this is news to me. I thought it was bullshit earlier today, so I blew past it. And I was like, okay, maybe people are just talking out of their ass. But I could not believe this shit happened. Ed Reed is no longer a part of Bethune Cookman over what he said about trash being everywhere in Bethune Cookman. And, you know, he's just exposing the problems of what's really going on with these HBCUs. He's trying to help you guys out. Why are you kicking him off the curb? You know? And it blows my fucking mind. You know? And with him, they're forcing him to step down, leave, making him leave and shit. You know, and this is why HBCUs have the problem they do. Because coaches like Ed Reed, coaches like Deion Sanders, trying to help young men out, let alone young African American men out, trying to build them to be better men. You know, and it just blows my mind as somebody from looking inside, and seeing a coach, a former NFL Hall of Famer, come in and try to help you guys out. And just to see how corrupt you motherfuckers are. You think you're something, but you ain't shit. Okay? Try being in USC, Alabama, Texas, Oklahoma. You're not shit. And Ed Reed's trying to help you guys out, pointing out y'all's flaws. It's like Gordon Ramsay going into one of his restaurants and critiquing it because there's spoiled food laying around, and he's not going to let that shit fly. But then the executives or somebody that's over him fires him and forces him to go out. So this is some of the most profound shit since The View that I have ever seen in my entire life. A man that has enough balls to go around and pick up the trash that Bethune Cookman couldn't pick up, and it is wild. This is disgusting. If you're Bethune Cookman, you should not have a football team next year. I wouldn't doubt that any player goes where Ed Reed goes. You could just hear the emotion from Ed Reed and those players for Bethune Cookman. You know what? I'm actually going to play the audio. I'm going to let you guys hear it because this is fucking disgusting to me. And I'm going to give my thoughts as we go along with this video. Here we go.
Temporary. You never know the day nor the hour. None of us know when that time will come. You understand? We've been around here trying to change things, and we have, and this has changed quickly. My vision for change is probably moving too fast for a lot of people.
Agreed.
I'm not withdrawing my name, as they saying. They don't want me here. They do not want me here because I tell the truth. They have never had this many people here in the recruiting time, and Coach, I've been saying that. We've been here at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. I even slept here one night to make sure I was comfortable, and I was.
All right, before I go any further, can you tell the commitment level that Ed Reed has on Bethune Cookman? Try to make this program better. Try to make this school better. And these motherfuckers are forcing him out. These motherfuckers are forcing this guy out. I swear to God, man. Like, it blows my fucking mind how idiotic these school boards are for these small schools, especially in the HBCUs. They didn't want Deion's influence, but they had to deal with it for 3 years. And look what happened. 27-5 record, 2 conference championships, and the resume speaks for itself. And now Deion goes to Colorado, and all of a sudden he's a traitor and an Uncle Tom. Get the fuck out of here. And now they're trying to do the same thing, but Bethune Cookman is doing much worse than Jackson State. And this school needed a coach like Ed Reed. They needed somebody like Ed Reed to tell the truth, to tell what it is. So I'm going to play some more. Give me a sec.
My guy.
Oh, my God.
It's hurt. It's hurt because I know people don't care about these kids like I do. And they should be the ones leaving, not me. Because I don't want to. Why? Because Jeremy Greaves, who father I looked in the eye, and y'all mothers and fathers who I talked to last night, even though I knew they didn't want me. I took $2,400 out of my pocket and still gave it to the host, to host these young men. Shit, at this point, I'd do it for free, because I have been for the last 3 weeks. That man have too. He drove from New Orleans because he believed in me and my people. And that man right there who flew from California less than 2 hours and got off the plane, and he was here to see the rant. He got off the plane, and what we started doing, young man? Motherfuckers. Yeah, I curse. And y'all done heard curse words before. They got parents in here. And no, I don't want to leave. And like I told you, I want all these recruits. But they got some corrupt people in this world, some evil people that don't care about kids like I do. So I want y'all to hear the truth from me. I ain't withdrawing my name. I got the receipts. They got all kinds of stuff going on around here, hoarding these buildings with nothing but trash in them. You understand me? And Deion was right. And I know I'm right. And they got some people in here who be snitching to their ass. And I work amongst Judas as Jesus walked with him. And I ain't have a problem with it. Because even Jesus prevailed.
Sir.
And what God got for you, no man can take.
Sir.
I told these young men, I don't care.
You could just feel the passion right there. You could just feel Ed Reed, just feel the passion between him and his players and his coaches. People that flew from California, flew from New Orleans, just to be with Ed Reed and just to be there, to be committed to change this place around. And then, like he said, they have evil people there that don't want that. They don't want change. They don't want Bethune Cookman to be cleansed. It is fucking ridiculous that we got guys that want to push guys like Ed Reed, that want to push guys like Deion Sanders out of the fucking window. Why? Because they were former NFL players? Why? Because they're pointing out the truth about your program? I guarantee you some of the blue bloods wouldn't tolerate that shit. They wouldn't tolerate some of the people that were forcing people out because they were trying to make the program better. They were trying to make the university better. Yeah, he might have said it in the wrong manner, but at the same time, He's trying to fix that fucking place. You understand what I'm saying? He's trying to fucking fix Bethune Cookman, and then you got fucking jackasses that sit in a fucking office with a suit and tie, sitting in those dirty ass chairs, sitting in that dirty ass office, cluttered up shit. And, it just blows my mind. Jackson State basically calling Deion Sanders a traitor because he was moving on to a better program because he had a good record and they needed a coach. And I just don't get it with these HBCU programs, man. I don't. I was fine with one of them just acting up because they were ungrateful. That's fine. But when you have a coach that hasn't even stepped onto the fucking gridiron to coach, he just got hired on not too long ago. What, like 2 or 3 months ago? To fix your fuck ups? It really blows my mind. It blows my mind. And you could tell from the players' emotions on there and from the coaching staff's emotions that he means well. I swear, you school board members from any college or any administration or any institution at all, y'all are corrupt. Y'all don't know what the fuck's good for colleges. And Bethune-Cookman, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Ed Reed, finish off, brother.
Play, because I don't. My nephew was transferred here. My nephew right there. They want me to leave my nephew here. Am I lying now? No, sir. He been getting a bad break at Southern. Some evil people, man, that don't care about your kids. But I was here because I wanted them all, like I told y'all last night, and I still do. And if somebody gave me a job, they all could come. Probably won't happen. But I'll tell y'all this. My brother died 11 years ago around this time, and we buried him. And I was in the NFL in the cold tub icing when I found out. And I didn't go home. I played the game on Sunday because that's what he want me to do. Just like I want y'all to keep going, regardless of what happens today. Young men, that's what I've been telling y'all. Right?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Pick up trash tomorrow because that's what we would do, right?
Yes, sir.
We was gonna do it anyway, right?
Yes, sir.
Jaden, where you at? What you said, Jaden, last Sunday?
Do it every week.
I'm not withdrawing my name as Reggie Thea's ass want me to do. He the one, and whoever else with him. You can't be an AD and a head coach. It's impossible. I worked at the University of Miami for 3 years and I saw it.
Talk to me.
And I know.
Yeah, we in there live right
You
now.
understand? Hang up the phone,
We in
roll.
there live right now.
Roll.
Yeah, it's Prime.
Be okay, though.
Yeah.
See, even Prime came in and called to check up on Ed Reed. That is fucking bullshit, man. It blows my mind. It blows my mind that somebody coming in to fix your program, not only to fix your program, but your community, your institution, trying to fix it for the better. So that way you could get better recruits. You could get better students at there. And it's not just a fucking football thing. It's a everything thing. It is, I want the best students in the country to come here. You know? It's fucked up the way they did Ed Reed. They did him so fucking dirty. I just don't get it. I don't. That's like if you're a supervisor at a convenience store and you see trash at the convenience store and you just point it out, and the manager and a couple other managers that are shift managers or whatever. I don't know how the chain of command goes there, but that's just like them saying, "Oh, you can't fucking say that, so we're gonna make you resign or you're fired or whatever." It is fucking bullshit. This is a 15-minute and 50-second video. I'm not going to play much more of this video because it's really just him preaching, and then I'm going to give a real good thought here. Dion checking in on Ed Reed was probably the best thing that Dion could have done. He may have called him at the wrong time, but I will say this. Ed Reed, you got treated wrong, man. You got treated wrong by some ungrateful pieces of shit out there. And, you know, it's fucked up. It is fucked up for the way they treated you. You know, and it pisses me off that somebody that is more than willing to help a institution that's struggling out. I know it's not the I know it's not, you know, fuck. I'm mad for Ed Reed, man. I really am. But I just it really blows my fucking mind how you have a institution that asked for Ed Reed, that he had success with Miami. First year head coach. He just got hired on this past year, this past season. And he's fixing your fucking problems. Not just on the field, not just with discipline. He's fixing your fucking problems outside of the gridiron, in your own institution. And you don't like it because he's pointing out the problems? Go fuck yourself. That's like a brand new high school head football coach that just got hired on, right? And he's telling his players to go pick up trash at the high school. And the high school members don't like it. The school board members don't like it. So they tell him he's fired. And I love what Ed Reed just said. I'm not withdrawing my name. I love these kids. You know? And I love the fact that he brought in Jesus into it. I do. You know? Ed Reed should not be fired at all. He did right. I don't give a fuck if he said this fucking bullshit that we have to pick up trash. I don't care. He's doing your fucking institution right. He is picking up trash that you lazy motherfuckers couldn't do. He's doing it. There is no reason why Ed Reed should be fired from Bethune Cookman. He hadn't even gotten an opportunity to have a spring game. He hadn't even had the opportunity to run plays with his players. I wouldn't be surprised if Dion called him up and said, "Hey, man, come join on my crew until you get a head coaching job somewhere else." Because I know it's fucking bullshit. You know, it is truly bullshit that we live in a society where someone does something right. Someone does something right for your institution, for your program, and not only your fucking job, really your fucking company. and you want to fucking out him the wrong way? You want to fire him because he's doing something right? Shit's ridiculous, man. Shit is ridiculous, and you wonder why HBCUs get a bad rep for what they get. It is not because of the kids. It is not because of the coaches. It is because of the school board members of that institution. It is the ADs. You know? And I always look at it this way. A reflection on a kid is the reflection of the coaches, and the reflection of the coaches is the reflection on the school board. You know? And there was already tension between Ed Reed and Bethune Cookman when he made that video where he was picking up trash and he pointed out the trash everywhere on Bethune Cookman's campus. You know, and I knew at some point it wasn't going to work out, but I did not expect this today. I really did not. Bethune Cookman should not even have a football team. I think the football players should protest and try to get Ed Reed rehired. Bethune Cookman has done wrong here. This is about as wrong could be for an institution. And the fact that that video went viral and Ed Reed pointing out the truth, that is something that Ed Reed has always been. He has always told the truth. And for him to mention his brother, honestly, I did not know his brother died 11 years ago when he was playing, you know, and he's a strong, emotional person, you know. You could just tell on and off the field. Ed Reed deserves that head coaching job for helping those kids out. I don't give a fuck about the wins and losses. I don't. As long as you're trying to help the kids to grow up as men, to grow up as athletes in the professional football world, you know, if that's all you're trying to do, go ahead, man. You deserve it. And this is your first year. This is your first year. And you're getting treated the way you are. Yeah, there's no. If I'm Ed Reed, I wouldn't shrug this. I know you don't want to leave those kids, but those school board members don't give a fuck about those kids, and they're gonna find out real quick that they fucked up because of the simple fact that Bethune Cookman did what they did to Ed Reed. Dion was right about these HBCUs. You do something great for them, and they treat you like shit. Like, for instance, the very first Jackson State game that Dion had, he got his shit stolen. His phone, his wallet, everything. And he pointed that shit out. You know? Come on. You're making HBCUs look bad. You really are. When you're firing somebody that's doing right for that program, for that institution, you're doing wrong here. And I know I'm repeating myself. I know I am. I'm just frustrated with the fact that you hired somebody to help your team out. You hired somebody to help build this program. You're trying to help this HBCU out. You're trying to get this guy to help this HBCU out. And yeah, he points out trash with foul language, but he has a right to. His fucking office was cluttered up. Imagine if I walked in to a brand new house and there's fucking furniture just still sitting there. There's fucking shit still everywhere. If I got the keys to the house and I go in and there's fucking shit cluttered up, boxes everywhere, I'd be fucking mad. I'd be mad at my realtor. Like, what the fuck is this? You know? So Bethune Cookman fucked up. I'm not going to play the rest of that video because of the fact that you get the point. You get the message. They're corrupted. They're fucking horrible. They're evil people. They don't deserve a coach like Ed Reed. They don't deserve a person like Ed Reed. Ed Reed did right by pointing out that there's trash everywhere. There was trash in his office. And then they want to get all pissed off and butthurt. So they got to fire the guy because he's pointing out the obvious, picking up trash every day. The players are committed to it. That should be like an automatic, hey, this guy's doing something right here. But not to Bethune Cookman. And that's a bad look on HBCUs. It is. It truly is a bad look. With historical black colleges like Grambling State, Southern, Texas Southern, all these other schools that I could possibly name out, it is a very, very, very bad look for those schools, you know. And it really blows my mind. Like, my head's starting to hurt because of the fact that Ed Reed is now gone. He is not going to be head coach anymore after being there for 3 months. He had people committed from California and New Orleans to come out and help these kids out on his coaching staff. It is mediocrity. It is bullshit that we have to deal with this type of shit. Even in the college football level, I am so sick and tired of this society treating people the way they are. You know, like, I'm tired of people telling the truth and they get ridiculed for it. You know? Like, you tell the truth to somebody and they blast you for it. You get a fine, you get fired, you get this, you get that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit that we have to deal with this shit. Never in my life have I ever thought before 2015, 2016. Never in my life have I ever thought that we'd have to worry about telling the truth. And getting fired over it. Do you know how idiotic that sounds? It's like saying, I drank my Dr. Pepper, it's empty. Well, you're fired for drinking that Dr. Pepper, and now it's empty. Well, I'm the one that bought the fucking Dr. Pepper. I'm the one throwing it away. I just don't get it. You get a guy like Ed Reed coming into your program, changing things with the football program alone. They're committed to picking up trash. They're committed to do things the right way with Ed Reed. He's busting his fucking ass for this college. He's busting his fucking ass. He's sleeping in the office to help this program. And what do? You fucking fire that guy. You fire a guy that's doing his job. Actually, over exceeding his job. Get a guy like Bobby Petrino that doesn't give a fuck about his players. And you fucking go tell me how your program's doing. You get a guy like Jimbo Fisher who doesn't give a fuck about his players. And you tell me how his program's doing. 5-7 last year. Why? Because they're not actually committed to the fucking players. They're committed to the fucking money. And you know what? Bethune Cookman doesn't have the money like Texas A&M or Texas. They ain't got a fucking toilet paper sheet compared to fucking A&M. And you want to fucking sit there and fire a guy for fucking busting his fucking ass for this program? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And you wonder why HBCUs don't get talked about a lot. And you wonder why HBCUs get such a bad rep. It's not the players. It's not the coaches. It is the fucking school board members. It is the people behind the curtain orchestrating the team, orchestrating the campus, you know. It is fucking ridiculous that we live in a society that we can't just tell the truth. We can't exploit flaws. We can't exploit anything that we can fix. If I'm a high school student looking into going to college and I get an offer from Bethune Cookman, I throw it in the fucking trash. If I'm a football recruit and if Ed Reed's not there, I throw that fucking offer in the trash. I straight up tell them to go fuck themselves. Hire Ed Reed and I'll get back with you. That's what I would say. I am just astounded with the stupidity of people and how sensitive people are. But thank you guys for watching this breaking news. And yeah, I didn't think it was real when I saw it earlier, and then I saw the video on Instagram of Ed Reed talking about it, how they're wanting to withdraw his name and he's not withdrawing. I saw it on there and I was like, I have to talk about this. I got to see the whole video, and I'm steaming right now. This is me mad right now. I am just fucking wow. How do you get a guy like Ed Reed? You hire him on for 3 months. You fire him because he pointed out the fucking obvious, you know, for exploiting your university, and he's trying to fix it. And if you're the fucking idiot out there going, well, he shouldn't have pointed them out. He has the right to. He has the right to. He's the fucking coach. If his office is fucked up, he could call it out. But then Cookman, as Coach JB would say, you're a bitch-made cat. Ed Reed deserves better treatment than that. He's a Hall of Famer, and he cares about those. He cares about those kids. You could see him fighting back tears. He was fighting back tears. So are the players. So are the coaching staff. And you want to sit there and criticize him for doing his job right? Please. He deserves a better position than that. He deserves a better place than that. But I thank y'all for watching this breaking news on the PMP live. Ed Reed, God bless you, man. I hope you have a successful college football career. I hope you get a better job than Bethune fucking Cookman, because they're fucking pieces of shit over there. So, goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang. Goodbye, everybody.